Hello everyone, my name is Unit. In this video, I'm going to be talking about game addiction. Now you might be wondering, number one, what is he wearing? Well, I just got this new trench coat and I am loving it. It's for my fall outfit, fall video that you will see later on. But I got this for a steal and I love it. So, I didn't actually steal it, by the way. So, going right into it, game addiction. To tell you a little bit about me, well, ever since I was in middle school, elementary school, I didn't really have a lot of friends. I didn't really have a lot of social interaction, so I played a lot of games. So long story short, I played about 5 major games. Okay, 5 major games, and in one game, it's called League of Legends. Everyone knows that. That's like the most recent game. You know, I still play, and I played about 4,000 games, and each of those games is about, on average, from 20 minutes to an hour long. Okay, so let's round it up to 30 minutes, and 4,000 divided by 2 is 2,000, and 2,000, let's say I use those hours to get a part-time job and work for, let's say, $8. So I would have had $16,000 right now. And that's just one game out of 5 major other ones, StarCraft, MapleStory, other stuff that I spent a lot of time when I was a kid playing. So, and then one day I realized that I have an addiction. It's affecting my schoolwork and it's affecting my life. So I realized I have an addiction. It's a very severe addiction. To give you guys a realization, I found out this addiction is equivalent to a drug addiction, but except for the health side of stuff. Why I compare it to a drug addiction is, for games, for me, it's really, really hard for me to quit. I just, and I'm going to be telling you guys my top 4 tips. I am a recovering game addict, so I'm telling you my top 4 tips in to recover is starting your recovery process. So number 1, know your why. Why are you trying not to play games? Why is it? What's your reasoning? And write your goals down, write why you have to overcome this game addiction. Is it for school? Is it for family? Or is it affecting your life in any way? And read that goal every single day. It will remind you as to why you must do the thing you must do, why you must sacrifice playing games for, let's say, your family, for your future, and all that kind of stuff. And number 2, change your environment. Okay, that's one of the biggest things that I can ever tell you, is to change your environment. For me, whenever I sit down in front of a computer, I automatically think I want to play games. Okay, if I'm sitting in my room and I'm not doing anything, I want to play games. So if you're, let's say, you're trying to study for school, college, high school, whatever, and your study area is in front of your computer area like mine, you can easily get distracted. You can study for an hour and you say, you know what, I deserve a game or two. And you play a game or two, and 3 hours go by and you realize, holy crap, I spent all my study time playing games. So you gotta have separate environments for each of your separate areas of your life. If you want to study, go away. For me, I have a table right there, so I put it in front on my bed, and that's where I study, because I cannot stay in front of my computer. If it's like a research project, I have an iPad or I have an iPhone, and I'll just do it, or I'll turn it on and I'll go real quick, print something off, and then go back to my study space, because I know if I sit in my desk, I can easily get distracted and go back to playing games. So change your environment. And number 3, the removal process. Okay, this is one of the top key important things, and some of the people that you hear, besides me, will tell you, don't quit games cold turkey. Just play a little bit of games every season, reduce the amount of time you play games. But that has never worked for me. What has worked for me was a complete removal process. For me, my League of Legends account is going to be deleted. For me, MapleStory account is totally deleted. My StarCraft account is totally, well, I gave that to my brother, so he has his own password, so I don't know his password and all that kind of stuff. So remove yourself from the game, detach yourself. So my League of Legends, for those who know, it's level 30, has a lot of runes and masteries. I spent a lot of time developing that account, but once you quit, you don't really feel like starting all over again. So that's the mindset. I mean, some games, that's the fun of it, starting all over again. So whatever it is, remove yourself and remove any trigger objects. Okay, trigger objects. If you have a poster that says League of Legends, alright, remove that, throw it out, destroy it, discard it. If you're, let's say, League of Legends, keep using, I'm going to use League of Legends as an example. If I go to twitch.com, that's a trigger object for me, because I'll see other people stream and say, I can do this better than this. He sucks, and I want to play, and I download all that kind of stuff and play. That's a trigger object for me. So I had to stay away from twitch.com. I don't want to watch the LCS, and all that kind of stuff. So I can't have a trigger object. So those are my trigger objects. Twitch.com and like anything that reminds me of League of Legends. Even my friends, if they say, yo, let's play League of Legends, no. Remove yourself from any trigger object. So number 4, this is the biggest tip that I can give you, and what has helped me tremendously, okay, is get a new habit. That is the biggest realization that I have come to when it comes to overcoming game addiction, is to have a new habit. Let me tell you what I mean. When you wake up in the morning, like me, if I'm bored, I want to play games. That's the habit. I've had that habit for 8 years of my life now. That was my habit. I woke up, I was a kid, I had nothing else to do. I didn't really read any books, so you know what? I went to the computer and started playing games. That's like an addiction cycle. You have to break that addiction. You have to break that habit and instead replace it with something that occupies your time. So for me, instead of games, I changed it into reading books. I changed it into having a physical activity, and I changed it into making YouTube videos. So this is my recovery process. This is my habit. This is my new lifestyle that I have to have in order for me to stop, not think about gaming, and change my habit. Changing your habit, I cannot emphasize this enough. Changing your habit will be the success, will be the key into you overcoming your addiction to games. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe, leave any comments, questions, recommendations that you have below, and press that like button if you like what I said, if you like the content I have provided down below. I have extra links down for you down there for research purposes as to what I'm saying and some other people's view, because what works for me will not necessarily work for you, but this is my purely opinion and what I come to realize what works for me, and I hope it works for you. Thanks for watching and good luck.